It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And our focus goes to Jalen Johnson, who's had quarterbacks numbers all season, coming down with 7 picks. It's the Bears and the Vikings, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 23.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Brandon Gaudin joined as always by Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Bears in this one. They think they can run the football in this one, but there's a group on the other sideline that thinks otherwise.
Yeah, it's always intriguing when you pit an offense against a defense. This seems like they can cancel each other out. We've got a top 5 rushing offense against a top 5 defense. So a lot of times it comes down to execution and maybe a little bit of that, what coaches call want to.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan State Spartan and longtime veteran Kirk Cousins.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
They start the drive with Cook, and right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down now. And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called on again this week.
This defense for the Bears, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They go play action. Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Play action now. Cousins. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On play action, Cousins. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Cousins. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Cousins now. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. It's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for it.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Fields. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
First carry now for David Montgomery. That 2nd down play nets a -4. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. 35 yards that time on the punt, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. And the Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know, they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 51 yards, and a touchdown.
And you know what he did all week in preparation for this one? Hydrated.
Salivated.
Yes, stretched, dreamed, going against the last team in the league against the pass.
Yeah.
He expects to catch everyone thrown today.
You're right. They have struggled 32 of 32 in that category. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand? and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Now a first down throw, Fields. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It was Darius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Out to his left. And this one complete to Smith. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Fields now to throw. And that will be incomplete. Now here's Trenton Gill now. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So here are the Vikings to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Dancing away at the 35. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Play fake. Cousins. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 28. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
And the Vikings first down.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Vikings lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start this drive out on the ground. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
From the 30 on second down, Fields. And that'll be incomplete. So see what this offense will think they're able to do. Here's Fields. Smith catches left side. And he will have the Bears first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, to throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Stop made there by Brian Asamoah. From the 41, Fields. This pass complete. He finds Jeremy Ruckert. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here from Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Fields. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. On first down, it's Fields. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught up and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Second down and 3. Ball on the 7. Hands it off out of the gun. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have cut it back within a score. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. fielded right around the 8. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And now off to the races down the right side. He will score. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Onto the field now come the Bears. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. To throw is Fields. Open man is Denzel Mims. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. To the air again, Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. He's got his man on the crossing route. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown, Bears! A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bears have got it back to within a score. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get...
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears are back within a score. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point try now for Patterson. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. A 10-play drive that time. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. From the 27, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. Cousins gives way to Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. To throw is Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out in the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Back to the ground, Cook. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Off the play fake, Cousins. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Cousins. This ball complete. It's an out route to Thielen. Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. From the gun, it's again to Cook. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Cousins. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook taking it in for 2 yards out. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. From the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Fields on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 51 yards on the ground for him so far. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he takes us all the way down to the Bears' 36-yard line. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. Man open, here is Jones. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very solid gain of 27. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Again, it's Cook, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with career touchdown number 60, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead now up to 14. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Fielded right around the 8. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On first down, Fields. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
It's a first down following a gain of 3. Fields. That is caught by Mims. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second and 6. Now Fields. Throw left side, taken in by Mims. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule. I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Denzel Mims, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Patterson now for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So that drive spans 13 plays. And the touchdown reception by Denzel Mims capped it all. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And you see Dalvin Cook in the offense heading back out. He's in his own second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little. Well, they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ending up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get the momentum going again.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On fourth down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Bears take over. And the Bears going to get one more possession. Now a first down throw, Fields. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Back to the air, Fields on second down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Rolling to his left. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 37. Patterson's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon. Thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll get started over at the Superdome in New Orleans. And just a field goal separating these two sides as they've gone to halftime. Jameis Winston, a touchdown pass in that first half. From there, we fly north to Cleveland to check on the Browns at home at First Energy Stadium. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Jamar Chase, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they've gone to the half, all even at 14 apiece. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Vikings. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first two quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. Fielded right around the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a second and short. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
Here's Fields.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
Fields now to throw.
Smith catches left side.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Back to throw. Fields.
He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Throwing on third down, Fields.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one.
Touchdown! A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bears have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
Extra point try now for Patterson.
And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago.
Back out there to send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. On 3rd down, Cousins. Open man as Thielen is complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Now on 2nd and 13. Cousins.
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now Cousins.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them, and they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. First down, here's the run with Montgomery, and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Holding, offense.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now it's Fields.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Adam Thielen and the rest of the Vikings offense, they get set for their next possession. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Cousins.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Cousins. And this is Cook with the grab. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll throw again. Cousins. And he'll just get rid of it. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cousins now. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. On 2nd and a yard. Cousins.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet.
And they'll get this down to the 10. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Cousins on 1st down. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Vikings have retaken a third-quarter lead.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Chicago offense set to get started.
And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. On 2nd and 7, Fields. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big pickup of 38.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough.
Sean Murphy Bunting got him down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the 30 on second down. Fields looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
They've created a nice sustained drive off the plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Back to Montgomery on second down.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And the Bears are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up the first and goal. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
Montgomery.
And he is out of bounds here. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that gives them a 3-point lead.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
They start the drive with Cook. Oh, look at the juke. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
114 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Cousins going to bat it forward here on the jet sweep.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
Right back to Cook for another completion.
Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14. Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Following the fumble recovery, Fields. It's caught. Smith. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
To throw again on second down. Fields. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He said, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they'll set up with a 2nd and 1. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Fields. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Touchdown, Bears! From 13 yards out. And the Bears are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll begin at the 25. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. Oh, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now, they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, take him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
On 1st and 10, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. From just shy of midfield, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
9 yards. First down, Vikings.
first down. Here's the run with Cook. And he'll bring this one inside the 35.
140 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing is Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw, Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Turnover that just got him the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation. Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. On 2nd and 9, Fields. That is caught by Mims. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Now Fields. Connection made to Ruckert. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
And off comes to Montgomery. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Denzel Mims, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. With a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL, except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cousins. Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Cousins to throw it. And that is incomplete. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. The Bears now ready to take over again. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A give. This is Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Bears, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.